Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video, and something you don't see very often, me without my hat on. That's right, I am a baldy bastard, and I think most of you guys knew that by now. So today we are going to be jumping into the latest trial video. As always, I want to give it a little bit of a disclaimer at the start. Your mileage can vary on these trials. For some people it's different than other people, because for some reason these trials can be affected by your account level, what characters you have, because of things like fighting heart, character bonds and stuff like that. But these teams did work for me, they got me through the trial. Hopefully they can work for you. What I will say is this trial probably is the single worst trial ever. Hands down. I don't think we've had a worse trial than this. I think the character looks absolutely abysmal in this trial, and the character might actually just be abysmal, but I'm going to play through the footage now of all the teams and stuff like that, and you can see what I used, how I got through the trial, and hopefully these teams can help you. So I did have a look at the start, which I don't usually do, but I had a quick look just to see kind of what PHARAOH Sagat does, kind of like if he's got AoEs, if he's got single targets, what his buff was going to do on global, just so that I could assess how often I was going to be able to use PHARAOH Sagat during this trial. Spoiler alert, not very often. Not very often. He is, I mean, again, I'm very hesitant to pass judgment on a character this quickly, but he seems absolutely doggy doo-doo. He seems very poor. He does not seem good at all, right? Now, I've cut obviously failed runs. I'll be honest with you guys, most of these runs I did not complete in one single sitting. I had to try again, and the key to success, more often than not, was do not use Sagat. Like, if at all possible, do not use this guy. That is pretty much how it went with him, which is very disappointing because, well, I mean, it's good because this video will likely get more views than previous videos, which I need because it's Christmas and I need to get some revenue. Merry Christmas. But he is just so poor, so poor. If you notice here on this one, I had to do what I would call semi-auto, and all I mean by that is I waited to do the first combo so that Zangief interrupted, and then I had a slight pause before beginning the second combo, so again I could get the interrupt from Zangief. So I did have to use Zangief's interrupt there to get past, but I mean, I don't even know if on 3 of these trials I used Sagat in the combo chain at all. His AoE has a non-existent, like literally non-existent range of attack. You wouldn't even know it's an AoE. Like there, for example, I did use his C3, but only because I had to. Like literally only because in this run I had no other option, and he was basically what I was left with as my option. He just is not good. I do not want to completely destroy the character and say to people that he is trash, don't summon or whatever, but I don't really see right now what's good about him. Maybe some magic will come up later on. Like, you don't see it in this video, right, but if you've done this trial yourself, you'll know. His C1, or his super, sorry, he will generate clones of himself anytime that someone dies, right? Sounds good. But his standard move, his like passive move that he just does while standing, his idling move, if we'll call it that, he kind of just buffs himself, right? So what ends up happening is he'll generate a clone because someone's died. More often than not, that person that's died has killed your combo chain a lot of the time. So what ends up happening is you have multiple clones of Sagat standing there doing nothing. I don't see where he's going to sit. Right now, I do not see where he's going to sit. He is a unit that I am totally not enthusiastic about at all. I mean, I will go down his kit and I will do a video breaking him down. When I tried him out on TW, I felt the same. I was like, I don't think he seems that great, but maybe they'll change him for global. And they don't seem to have, because he seems to be pretty poor. So yeah, if you've summoned for this guy and maxed him out already, or you're thinking about it, you'll need to convince me why, because I just don't see it. I really don't see it. So anyway, moving through. This one was a bit tricky because of a bookie coming in, but this team does get it done. The key was taking someone out quickly. What I would say is, if you don't kill someone on the first rotation, just quick go back in and you'll hopefully get the RNG that maybe gives you the crit or whatever you needed to get the kill. But it's definitely doable. I think some of these things just have a little tiny bit of RNG baked into them. It's like everything else, unfortunately. It's just how this game is at times. So with this team here, the key on this one again was a kind of mixture, but more or less I was playing it in a way that we've got Blanket in here to essentially give us the potential for interrupts, right? Which means that you, again, if you don't get the interrupt, you might have to do a retry, because what will happen is, you'll see it, there you go, he'll do an attack, and that attack can sometimes cause an interrupt. There you go, interrupt, you see, and it kills the combo chain. That will be enough to get you through the stage. So you won't always get that. You might have to do it a couple of times, but luck will click in for you, and eventually you will get the interrupt that's needed, and that will more than likely be enough to make you complete the stage. So this one does flat out from the get-go have a little bit of RNG baked into it, okay? Now this final stage coming up, honestly, they put in a Chun-Li on here with a character who mainly works on ranged moves. She just nullifies them. So you need to basically not in any way, shape or form use range moves, okay? You cannot use range moves. So the combo I used for this was the following. As you can see, it was Adon into Abel into Yun into Adon, right? Worked a treat, right? I'm actually now going to do some kind of focus on Yun and Yang, because having now messed about with them a little bit, they almost done this themselves. When they are together, they are a powerful combination, right? But Chun-Li, she's literally designed to make that stage not doable for Sagat. As you can see there, I think I used Sagat on one stage, and it's because I was forced to use him. He is utterly garbage, guys. Do not summon for him. It's my opinion. I don't think he's worth summoning for right now. We will break down his kit and everything, but that's it. That's your trial video in the bag. Hopefully you don't hate the game after this one, because honestly, it is by far and away the worst trial they've delivered, in my opinion, and I know that a few other people I've spoke to feel the same. It's just horrendous. But anyway, I've been Hayzink. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.